Hello, thank you very much for tuning in. This is Stuart, classical record collector, and I'm going to be talking today about two records which I bought in recently from eBay, and unfortunately neither of them I'm happy with. I was initially happy when they arrived, but having played one of them, it's not in the condition, in my opinion, that it was described as, and the other one has also got a problem with it. Not a sound related problem, but something else. I'll talk about that. So first of all, this record here, Brahms double concerto, it was described by the seller as being in EX condition on the record, both sides. He did say there's a little bit of crackle here and there, and I presume that it would be as described. In actual fact, one of the sides is pretty good, definitely EX condition. I've listened to it all the way through. There's no problem with that. Unfortunately, side B, which starts with the third movement of the Brahms double concerto, the first 2 minutes is that's where all the crackle is, and I'm not really happy with it. So I'm actually going to feed in the cable into my computer, and using Audacity we can listen to maybe 20 seconds of it. So let's go and have a listen now. Okay, there we are. I think you'll probably agree with me that that is definitely not EX condition. It's more like what I would describe. I would give that side maybe a VG or VG plus rating because of the problem on the first 2 minutes roughly of that track. And I'm pretty convinced that where that comes from is that, as I've said, a lot of people used to take the record out with their thumb and their index finger, and if they played it many times, eventually that will result in some kind of damage. The other side is actually okay, which is odd, because usually if there's a fault, if there's going to be that kind of fault, it's quite often it's on side one. Maybe because side one's played a lot more than side two, but strangely enough, side two is the problem. Now I've used my cleaning method on it, and it barely improved it at all. So the recording that I've used Audacity to pick up and play back to you has actually post cleaning, so I'm not going to clean it again. If my method won't improve that, then I doubt really whether anything else will. So yeah, now I'm not going to return it. I paid £10 for it. I could contact the seller and say, look, refund me £5, I'm not happy, etc, etc. No, I'm not going to do that, because I'll be wanting probably to buy some more records from this seller in the future, and I'll just chalk it up to experience. Now if it was a £100 record and there was this problem, then yeah, I would definitely want to return it. But you know, for £10, okay, one of the sides is faulty, I'll live with that. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with it. I'll sell it at a knockdown price, or I'll just simply keep it in my collection. I don't know. Okay, now that annoyed me a bit, but what annoyed me more is this. You'll see. So this set here, which I bought, and I paid £15 for it, which I was very pleased with to get it. It's entirely my fault. I'm not happy with it. It plays perfectly well. That's fine. It's in really EX condition, all four sides. So what am I not happy about? I mean, look at the jacket. The jacket is absolutely in superb condition. Gatefold, absolutely nothing wrong with it. So what could it be that I'm not happy about? Okay, well, let's have a look. I'll show you. This is worth waiting for. So there's one of the records, right? And there's the other. Okay, well, this is my fault. This is my fault because I missed one of the images. I missed one of the images on the item description. Both records are shown, and it's obvious that it's a mixed set, even though he doesn't say so in his description. Anybody with any decent observational skills would be able to see that it's a mixed set, but I was in a little bit too much of a hurry to buy it, and I didn't study all the images properly, and so I've ended up with a mixed set, something which I absolutely, which really irritates me. I don't like mixed sets. We often see mixed sets with Decca, like a Decca SET opera set. We can see, for example, two widebands and a narrow band, say a three record set. Let's say Die Valkyrie, which is an SET. It's a wide band groove set, and I have often seen this with, for example, two narrow bands and a wide band, or two wide bands and a narrow band. And as a collector, I like everything to be absolutely right. Either three narrow bands, three wide bands, you know, or like I like to see three ED1s. I don't like to see, for example, two ED2s and an ED1. I don't like mixed sets. I think you get the point. From a listening point of view, this is absolutely fine. And the reality is, I will probably just keep it in my own collection and listen to it for my own pleasure. But it takes the joy out of having this excellent set, which, you know, I will probably now be looking out for this set with two same records, either two blacks or two golds. So yeah, that kind of ruins the pleasure for me on having this set. I don't know what you guys think. I'd like to know what your opinion is about mixed sets. Are you happy with having them? I wouldn't imagine if you're serious collectors, you would want, like me, everything to be absolutely consistent. So I will keep that one though, most likely, and just keep it in my collection until I come across another one, and then I'll probably let it go for a cheap price, like even £10, take a loss on it, just to clear it out. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back again very soon with more classical LP record buying expedition reports, etc. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.